Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, first long-form video on my new channel, and today I'm very happy to say we have Tyton back on the channel. As you guys can see, he reached 3,386 rating points in Ultimate Champion of Path of Legends last season, number 55 in the entire world, in the meta dominated by Evolutions, one of the worst metas of all time for this deck, I would say, or definitely comparable, where, you know, we have Evo RG dominating the meta, we have Hog EQ, Mighty Miner, Evo Firecracker, and Tyton played 3.0 XBOW Cycle, only no champions, no evolution, super impressive stuff. So very happy to have him back on the channel as always. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be showing you guys the games that got him here. And without further ado, let's get right into the matches. Alright, so we are into our first match against Hunter, who's already playing Hog EQ, I think, because, I mean, what else would this be with this makeup of the deck? Pretty interesting version. No, Mighty Miner has the Ice Golem in there instead. Can't even tell if it's better or worse. I guess it's not too bad because, I mean, Mighty Miner does give a 3-card cycle, but Ice Golem is still a huge pain. Ice Spirit comes down, really nice Ice Spirit, and that Tesla is going to distract the Firecracker. Evo Firecracker very first match, so Tyton has actually been having success with 3.0 somehow this season. I really don't know how, guys, but he's already going for, he already reached 3K actually, I think, and he's going for like top 10 or however much right now. He said even a top 100 would be really difficult with 3.0 this meta, which I do think makes a lot of sense, but you know, he is Tyton, and Fireball in the Firecracker again. Something I want you guys to take note of right away of all of Tyton's gameplay against this Hog EQ deck is he always hits the Firecracker on the tower with a Fireball, which is just so nice. Also, perfect, beautiful Ice Spirit there. Hits all 5 bats, and just, he's just so incredible, honestly. Log on the Firecracker, always getting tower damage as well, and his opponent does not seem to have a way of breaking through Tyton's perfect defense. Xbow comes down in the left, which is really nice because it's going to force out an Earthquake most likely, which will be in the lane that his opponent does not want him to go for, yes, or does not want to go for himself, so yeah. And just Fireball's tower straight up. Might see a log on this Hog as well. We actually does need it because that Hog did get 1 hit, but I guess Tyton's fine with that. Forcing Hunter to switch lanes because he can actually go in the right in that case. That's a free Fireball if I've ever seen one. Knight comes down though. No Fireball, just logs, wow. No Fireball needed, and now Ice Spirit comes down, and that should be an Xbow, I think, if I... Okay, Tyton's actually so patient. I would have definitely Xbowed there to punish the waste of a huge push. No, he just Fireball straight up, so this is his strategy, I guess. Straight up Fireball cycle. Low Tesla. His opponent spamming the entire bridge, so he actually does not have enough for the EQ. And look at that, guys. His log clipped the Hog and clipped the future trajectory of the Firecracker because it push itself back into log range. So 1 Knight hit plus the log. Just unbelievable. Like, Tyton, he's just an expert at catching these kinds of future paths, I guess, like pathing of the Firecracker when it goes from, or like pathing as in when it pushes itself back from the knockback. Because notice he's always hitting the Ice Spirit, or hitting the Fireballs on the tower as well. That Evo Firecracker, though, is going to get a lot of damage, very problematic. And as I said, he just waits, he's so patient, he hits the Fireball, even though that Evo Firecracker got like 400 ridiculous damage. Tyton is still doing really well, and actually holding his own against Hog EQ, Evo Firecracker, like with 3.0 XBOW Cycle, by the way. And I feel like he's actually going to have this one in the bag. Just Fireballs again. This time he doesn't hit the Firecracker, but makes sense because number 1, he wanted to hit the tower. Number 2, that one is going to the left anyway, so not that big of a deal. And notice he's always going for these low Teslas, like 4 tiles down, which is pretty important to take note of. I think he's back to a Tesla. Yeah, he is. Very nice cycling. And I think the next Firecracker is going to be an Evo, so Tyton's definitely going to take note of that. Again, look at that Fireball. I already knew before I even saw it come down, it was going to hit the Firecracker, because that's just what Tyton does. He spell cycles while getting value somehow. Evo Firecracker is back. Yup. Notice Tyton did play his Tesla really high up. He's playing all his stuff super high up. And Fireball again hits the Fire just because he feels like proving me right again. And just always getting the perfect Fireballs. He hits the Firecracker again. And that's going to be the first win against Hog EQ Evo Firecracker, guys. In this meta of Evos, Tyton is doing well at 3.0. I don't understand how, but he is Tyton. He is different, and he's just super talented. It's a very nice first win against a hard matchup. Alright guys, into our next match against TR Lava King. We see a Skeleton Dragons Miner almost first play. I can't even tell, but I mean, that looks like first play to me. I mean, I only came here like 30 seconds into the match, so I guess like he went Skelly Drags on top of the Knight or something. But Tyton stacks archers. Lava King does have arrows, so pretty interesting. Tyton stacked archers there. I would have split them, I guess, but I think he wanted to like make sure he was just getting him in the right cycle. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say anything Tyton does is wrong, honestly. Like, unless I see a glaring mistake, but he's the kind of guy who just knows so much about this deck and this game overall that it's usually pretty good to take his word for like what he did. Might see an Xbow same lane. I want to see what he does right here. Okay, no, he does not actually. He's gonna go archers for the Idreg and then skeletons. That's actually really smart as well, because he's doing a punish without punishing, if that makes sense. Like, he's not wasting his Xbow, but his opponent does not have arrows in cycle right now, so he has to go for barbs on these. Meanwhile, Knight gets tower damage on the right, and Miner comes down, good Ice Spirit, and Knight to retarget and catch. Tyton just has his cycle perfect at all times, honestly. That's just kind of something I've accepted at this point, because look at that punish as well. That was just incredible. I think he's back to another Tesla too for this. Yeah, he is. Of course he is. And then is he back to an Ice Spirit as well? He actually does not need it. That's going to be no Loon hits on tower. Maybe death damage? No, not even death damage either, I think. So he's just so impressive, guys. Like, he got that damage, nice early lead, and he went Knight the back and made sure to not let the Idreg, like, lay waste to the Knight. He went Skelly's archers to make sure it got value. Now Xbow comes down, I think, predicting a lava in the back. Opponent goes Idreg and lets it go, and then goes lava in front. Titan's going to go archers on the Idreg. Big thing to point out, guys, and I do this myself all the time as well, is that, oh, bad Skellies, unfortunately, but should still be fine, is that you also want to take out the bigger threat first. So in this case, it's the Inferno Dragon, and that's why Tyton was actually just sniping the Idreg with the archers first, not the Lava Hound, because it's more problematic. Really good zap by the opponent to kind of throw off Tyton's fireball timing, but Tyton did not even intend to fireball. He fireballs now, hits everything except for like one pup, which is totally fine. He's only down like one, and he's just slowly minimizing and simplifying the lead, I would say, because they're both going down in damage, but Tyton's going up more. Evo Barbs and Scaly Dregs at the bridge. It's just desperation, honestly. All Tyton had to do was get back to a fireball, which he did. Now he just has to expo the bridge, and he wins, because opponent has no Barbs in cycle, and he has to go defensive Miner. Idreg's not going to be enough. Yeah, his opponent knows it too. They both called it. Wonderful stuff by Tyton. They're really good patience against another Evo deck. LavaLoon Miner arrows, but with Evo Barbarians, and Tyton found a way to win. Alright guys, into our next match against CMG Hashirama. Tyton is 2 off, 3.3k I believe, so just want to see how high he can really go, I guess. And looks like we're against Hog EQ again. Wonderful fireball clipping the tower, as I said. Hog comes down, Tesla low. Is he going to go for a bad earthquake? No, he doesn't. You'll actually see against these Hog EQ players, all the good Expo players go for a low Tesla first, usually, because if the Hog EQ player goes for an earthquake, that's an easy punish. Like with an Expo, probably a lock as well. So, or it'll ruin your cycle. So, it's like a bait play. Like, you go for a low Tesla and just wait to see if they go EQ or not. Wow, Mighty Miner plus Hog comes down. Archer's Tesla is down as well, and that's going to be a really bad Mighty ability, honestly, because that was just a waste of 1 elixir. Don't see the point of that at all. I mean, Mighty was dead either way, so I would just probably let it slide. Log 2, so now Hashirama, Tyton gets the Expo down, and Hashirama has to go for a bomb tower. Goes for it low. Oh, okay. Really smart, but also not that good for him, because, I mean, and Firecracker's a bad play. I think he should have waited for a Hog and then gone Hog. I think he actually just lost straight up, because, like, how does he stop this? Yeah. The low bomb tower is also not the best, because if Tyton did just go... Okay, Knight the bridge, wow. Let's focus on this punish, I guess. This is what I'm talking about. Tyton just does this stuff. Knight the bridge, Skelly's behind, and that's going to be tower down, is it? Yeah, like, Hashirama has nothing in hand. How does he stop this? So, he's going to go Hog the bridge to try and punish. Tyton's up elixir, though. He just has a Tesla, and that's GG. Like, this game is over in the first minute, because Hashirama just went for a bit too passive of a defense. Now he's still trying, though, but Tyton can defend. Split archers are very good against Mighty, as you guys can see. It prevents the ability too, so wonderful timing and split by Tyton. Even if he went ability, it would have gone to the next archer. One would have survived the death bomb, the one on the left, and then that would have been still a defense. This should be it. So honestly, that low bomb tower was smart, because I mean, Tyton did predict it, but it was still necessary to be up, I think, because if it was just a wasted 4 elixir, plus he was already down elixir. Then the Firecracker was really bad. I think he should have gone for a Hog on the Expo. Tyton would have had to let it go, because now he went for the Firecracker, and you guys saw how that worked out. He just logged. So Tyton, you know, Hashirama is a really good player. He has a number 2 ladder and GT finish, I think, but I think he's mainly an RG player. So Tyton knows how to punish these mistakes and plays, and that's what makes him so special, I guess. Alright guys, into our next match against a Japanese player. Expo opposite to the Queen in the back. Really nice play, because I think it's really smart. His opponent's technically down like 5 after doing that, so why not? Cannon comes down, and this is going to be... What's he going to do, actually? He just goes for a fireball. Wow, fireball. That's surprising. Ice Spirit is going to get caught, I believe. No, it doesn't, but still, nice lock. Skellies for the Queen. Tyton is up 8 right now, guys. What about that? Knight for the Queen, and then he might just Expo. I believe his opponent should have a delivery here, so this should be a free delivery on the knight plus archers. And Xbow comes down to the left, so actually his opponent is screwed. He has to go pigs on the Xbow, but then if he does, he can't stop the knight archers in the right, and that's what... And Xbow's on tower, actually, so, I mean, Tyton gets damage in both lanes, because that's just what he does. He just got his opponent down to, like, less than 2k at the start, just by punishing. And honestly, his opponent played a bit too passive again. I think he should have just gone, like, full defense on that first Xbow. Instead, he, like, split gobs, gave a lot of free value. And Tyton just punishes with non-Xbow plays as well, which I definitely want you guys to take note of, because he always does that. Like, you know, Knight Skelly is a bridge, Knight Archers, like... He's making this deck work when it doesn't work by itself, because Xbow is not a good card in my honest opinion, and you have to find creative ways to get around a lot of its weaknesses. Tyton just gets damage, like, doing whatever the heck he wants, honestly, because he literally just got damage against Lava with, like, Knight Archers. Like, who does that? And he gets a log. Really nice log, guys. That's the play I love making as well. Last second log to catch them off guard. Always works if they're not ready for it, and Tyton got a lock for that right there. Perfect Knight timing, very last second on the Queen ability. Ice Spirit 2, and that's going to be a dead queen. His timing's just right on everything. And now he won, because, yeah, bad fireball. Like, I think that fireball doesn't look like a give-up fireball, but, okay, it was actually, yeah, it was, because that fireball would lose you the game either way. Like, you're not going to win. You're going to lose, actually, for going for a fireball like that when you're down so much. And it's honestly a pretty good matchup for Xbow, I'd say, because no EQ. EQ is a bit annoying. Even with EQ, this is, like, okay for 3.0. In all honesty, because the anti-EQ Tesla... And Fireball does more than EQ, and they don't have a tank. But Tyton was able to punish very well, honestly. I think his opponent just had to go, like, Goblin's Cannon on the Xbow, I guess. I noticed he didn't go for a cannon at all, so that was a big mistake. As I said, though, it doesn't matter how bad the opponent plays, Tyton's always playing well, and punishing any mistake he finds. Alright guys, in tournament game against Carl the Legend. Now we're going up against some really big names, actually. Carl is like one of the best lava players in the entire world and history of this game, honestly. I've known him for years, and I still look up to him as a lava player. I also look up to people like Rakan, Duminic, Friend is another guy, one of my good friends, and his name is Friend. But yeah, Carl's known for being like one of the best. He has YouTube content as well, I'm sure you guys have... At least some of you probably watched. So Knight Archers by Tyton here, and arrows come down. Carl's actually playing lava arrows, which is very interesting. I usually see him playing like Fireball Zap. So I think Carl's also the kind of guy who'd be playing like one of the best lava decks in the meta. So Ice Spirit comes down to freeze, Skelly's to distract, and Tyton has to Fireball everything. Zap comes down, which is like okay, but it does retarget the eye drag, or the Tesla onto the eye drag. That's a free Fireball and everything, definitely worth taking. And then there's Archers, that should be no damage. And wonderful play, beautiful kite by Tyton, as you guys can see. He kites the eye drag opposite with the knight, which leaves the knight healthy, and also gets the eye drag kited opposite and no threat at all. And Tyton gets damage back with these archers, so it looked like he wasn't getting much of that sequence. He kind of had a weird like strategy, like no Xbow, you know, bit weird, like Tesla on the lava, not the eye drag. But he just plays so well, he recovered so well, and he actually got damage. Like he's literally going same lane, which is what you want as an Xbow player. Now he's going to leak and go Xbow same lane as the lava. No, it goes opposite. Wow. This I find interesting because I usually go same lane as the lava always. So I want to see what Tyton does here. He's just going to tower trade, or... Because this inner Xbow placement, he can't go for the high Tesla though, which will pull a balloon. So let's see if he goes for that. Or arrows, or Skelly's come down. Yeah, that is the high Tesla placement, guys, which will actually stall and kite a balloon from the Tesla into the Xbow, believe it or not. So very nice placement here. Might actually see it in action right here because just might, honestly. Okay, actually Xbow is dead, but that's a fireball if I've ever seen one, and wonderful fireball, and Tyton won. He won the, like, he just does like this kind of stuff. I always go same lane. He went opposite and made it work. Now let's see how he full defends, or if he even goes in. I feel like he's gonna full defend. Yep. Okay, so Tesla first. I want you guys to take note of how exactly Tyton defends this lava, because this is how you want to defend a full lava push. Tesla first, Archers the back, and he's going to get back to a new pair of both, like new Tesla, new Archers. Fireball and Skelly drags instantly, Knight as well to hold them in place. New Tesla is definitely back for the balloon opposite. New Archers are back for the balloon as well, and lava as well. Carl gives a good game. It is a good game. Tyton gives it 2. And just amazing, beautiful game against Lava Hound. Like, all Tyton games so far have been pretty short, but he's just playing it so well. He's making his opponents give up. Or he's just winning by getting the perfect single elixir, which he always does. And I mean, he's just known for being one of the best 3.0 players ever, I would say. Like, definitely top 5 of all time. No questions asked. Some people even say he's number 1 right now. That's going to be another nice win against Carl, though. Alright guys, Tyton is against Shui, and Shui is a pretty good giant Sparky player, I believe. Just a general Sparky player. Against Carl, he won quite a bit and then lost one, so let's see how he's going to do against Shui. Shui is also one of my friends. We played on the Intellectuals team a bit, I think, so that's how I met him. And I did know him as mainly a Sparky player, so let's see what's going to happen in this match. Split archers, knight the back, so notice how if Tyton has, like, I assume his hand was like Xbow, Tesla, knight, fireball, you just knight the back. Ice Spirit comes down. Evo Barbs are split by Shui, so this honestly could just be some kind of giant Sparky bait deck. Log comes down, Skelly Drag, so yeah, there's definitely like some kind of ridiculous bait, like fireball bait everywhere. Tesla's going to defend everything though, and I have a feeling Tyton's going to play this one perfectly, because he just always does that, you know? He did tell me that Hog EQ is really bad of a matchup, and Evo RG is like straight up impossible, which I totally understand, because I mean, you have a Tesla. Tesla's so weak against like a lot of stuff, and also you don't have a champion to keep up with their cycle, and they have an Evo and you don't. Like, Tyton is literally playing without Evo Skellies, by the way, guys. Just take note of that as well, because I was playing with 3.0 with Evo Skellies. Tyton does not care. He's not playing with the evolutions. Like, he's just insane. So E-Giant, he's actually playing, wow, it could be E-Giant Sparky, to be honest, knowing Shui. But we might see an Xbow to punish this. Actually, I don't even remember. I think he just went Xbow into the E-Giant, or like Xbow and then got defended by an E-Giant, but we will see. Anyway, we're finding out more about Shui's deck, and big thing about like these early games, you just want to find out what your opponent has. So Tyton kind of found out and is just chilling now. He knows pretty much his opponent's full deck. I would say Shui, again, as a Sparky player, probably playing Sparky, and there's a Sparky right there. So that should be a fireball. No fireball, actually. Knight for the archer. This is the Tyton stuff, guys. He goes knight to protect this one archer. And what is the opponent going to do? He has to go bats after. Nope, NATO misses the knight. And how much damage is that going to be? A lot of damage, basically. Like 4, 5 knight hits and archer. Oh my god, that was an insane punish. And Tyton is still up like so much, I guess, because Shui overcommitted and expected Tyton to overcommit himself to the Xbow, but Tyton let it go and just went knight in the right. He just knows all these plays. Fireball on this. Tyton's back to an Xbow pretty soon. I think the whole plan of that Xbow, guys, was just to cycle back to another one and outcycle the E-Giants. We might see an Xbow at the bridge in the left or the right in a sec here, and we don't actually split archers. Maybe Xbow soon, Sparky the back, and or defensive Xbow, honestly, because he just went for Sparky. Yeah, I think this is a good play, because if you waste a knight, you want to play very safe. If they Sparky and you wasted a knight, you're probably screwed on the next sequence, unless you full defend. So, E-Giant to protect the Sparky, very interesting. Very neat little Tesla placement by Tyton there, tucked under the defensive Xbow. Just very creative again. Fireball is a good fireball, like trying to take the Tesla out, but doesn't really do anything. It's just a 4 for 4. And Tesla already got his value, so honestly, like, that was a beautiful sequence by Tyton. Xbow comes down, Evo Barbs are back in cycle, I believe, and Sparky predicts, so really well played by Shui. Log will not retarget, unfortunately, so that's just going to be a dead Xbow. But Tyton's just trying his luck, you know, maybe Shui goes for like a low Sparky, and then Tyton can get the huge punish he's been looking for, but even still, he's not overcommitting to a single Xbow here. Xbow opposite to the E-Giant makes sense, Fireball as well. Good Skelly Drags prediction by Shui, but I mean, it's not enough when they just die to a Fireball. Evo Barbs are back. Should see a log ASAP, I think. We don't actually. Oh, we do see a log, okay. And that's going to stall everything for a little while. Then we do see bats come down for this Tesla. Going to be a pain, but Tyton gets a really nice Ice Spirit. I believe he's back to a second Tesla as well, but he might not want to go for it. He might go for like archers, I feel like, because, I mean, okay, he does go for the Tesla, never mind. And archers. So now Tyton is down, guys. He got a huge lock in the left, but how's he going to defend when he's down so much? This is what I need to see. So, probably, I guess triple will help him out big time. Log as well. Tesla does come down. New Tesla, because he just cycles Tesla for days. New archers, maybe a fireball on the Skelly Drags. No need, actually. Just needs to log the Sparky. He's gotten like 3 logs on the tower in the last like 1 minute, or in the last like 1 sequence, I guess. And now he's probably just going to full defend. Yep, knight first. Might see a defense Expo soon, because it would get a lot of value, I feel like, in this situation in triple. And just fireballs a Sparky. That's so interesting, actually, because if you guys didn't know, 2 fireballs and a log does kill a Sparky, but I find it so interesting how Tyton went for the double fireball in this situation. And never mind, he goes for a double fireball in the left this time, like, and maybe a 3rd fireball is coming down in a sec, because Tyton just loves his fireballs. Are we going to see one? You see the skeletons? Oh, that is, wow, he actually just set his opponent up to give him fireball value there. And actually, Knights on tower on the left didn't even see that, guys. Tyton just played that so perfectly, like, beautiful gameplay. And Evo Barbs, E-Giant Sparky, no match at all. Like, Tyton took no damage from anything except, like, spells, I think. So, incredible stuff. Just a absolutely dominant win. against a very good Sparky player. That's going to put Tyton at like top 60 in the world, I think. Alright guys, so into our next match against Elf. Tyton is number 55 right now. And this is tough. Oh no, the Elf is one of the best balloon cycle players. And he's going against Tyton, and Tyton's playing 3.0, which obviously means it's going to be a tough matchup for Tyton, because this is at least like a 70-30, 75-25 for balloon in my opinion. But I feel like Tyton can probably beat it, or at least show us how he's going to deal with this matchup, because I do feel like this is a very tough matchup. But Tyton would know exactly how to play it. So I want to see, because I don't like this matchup at all, honestly. And Elf does have the Evo Skellies, which actually does put him at a bit of an advantage, because again, I've been saying that Evo Skellies are a pretty bad card, but they're still giving you an advantage over not having them if you're in a vacuum. Like, say, 2 Skeletons decks, only 1 Evolution Skeletons, the other one has no Evolutions. Evo Skellies win out, but a bit, so Muskie comes down, and Evo Skellies are getting cycled back too. I want to see how Tyton deals with this Musketeer. Maybe just a Fireball on that. I would probably Fireball that right there, and he does not need to. He's getting back to a Knight, I guess, for this. Yeah, Knight is back for the Muskie, I guess. Yeah, nice Knight for the Muskie, but Ice Golem will get some chip. Like, this is just such an annoying matchup, honestly. And Tyton can take that 1 Barb hit because he got so much damage in the right already. Archers will snipe this Musk, and Snowball comes down. Tyton could Expo right now, I feel like, in the left maybe, because he's up like 4. But he chooses not to. He's very patient and safe, just logs. And I guess Elf would probably be fine. Like, Ice Golem low, opposite lane, balloon on the Xbow. There's nothing you can do. It's just so annoying. But I want to see. Knight the back. And Miner's just coming down constantly. It's such a pain, this matchup, because you can never really get an Expo lock, honestly. Like, and Tyton just Fireball cycles. Yeah, he knows that. Like, no one's going to get an Expo lock in this matchup. Maybe see a defensive Expo here for this. Yeah, we do. Nice. Notice this placement, guys. I always use it myself as well. You shove it over 1 tile to the left from the center, because you don't want it to get bypassed. Tesla for this balloon. Notice the Tesla's 4 tiles down, not 3, so that it will actually let the balloon take the Expo out and keep the Tesla alive. Muskie's coming down. Might see a Knight Ice Spirit for this Miner. And we see Ice Spirit Skelly. So Tyton, a huge thing in this matchup that Tyton is doing is trying to catch every single Miner if possible, saving Ice Spirit for it, and then either Skellies or Knight, because he does just want it gone. He's going to get free tower damage, and it's just such a pain. So that's what you want to do. Might see a Fireball here in a sec. We do not. We see some damage, though. Like, this is why it's tough, because, I mean, that's just free damage. Like, Tyton can't do anything, so... And he also can't Expo. I feel like he kind of has to get an Expo lock to win this matchup because it's such a tough matchup. But how are you going to get it when they have Ice Golem, Barb Barrel, Snowball, Miner, Balloon, Bomb Tower, Muskie? Like, the entire deck basically counters. Fireball log on tower by Tyton. Ice Spirit, but damage is done. I feel like in triple, Tyton will be able to slowly bounce back in terms of spell cycle if he catches and defends everything perfectly, which I'm sure he will. But again, this is just such a tough matchup that I'm not sure. But Tyton is putting up a hell of a fight, honestly. I mean... He hasn't gone for like a single offense Expo, I think, and I honestly get it because it's such a weak option in this matchup. It dies to everything. I think we'll see a Fireball here. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll see Archers to snipe the Musketeer. Bad Ice Golem. Now we see Fireball to punish that bad Ice Golem. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Log as well. And Tyton is slowly catching up, guys. He's still only down like 300 going to triple, which is really nice because if he was down more, this would be bad. So I guess he wanted to go for the safe option, right? Not being down too much, making a comeback in triple. Whereas if you keep going Expo, they defend, they get tower damage with the Miner opposite. You'll be down like 1k in a triple, then you're just screwed. Fireball on tower once more. Skeletons for the Miner, sadly no catch, but Ice Spirit Skellies will do the trick. And then Fireball on tower again, and another log as well. Archer Skellies, good catch on the Miner this time, no Miner tower damage. And we will see a Tesla for this balloon, maybe even an Ice Spirit to keep it alive. Nope, Knight instead. Ice Spirit does catch this Miner though. No, it does not. It gets snowballed away. That's actually huge because that's going to be some tower damage that tend to want to take like 1 hit. Fireball on tower again. He's actually in the lead right now, guys. Hold on. He's just gotten only Fireball damage and he's in the lead. Ice Spirit for the Miner. And that's going to be like, oh, another Miner hit. So ridiculous. Might see another Fireball. We do. Honestly, guys, I feel like Tyton's going to barely lose. But if he got like 1 or 2 less Miner hits, he would have won. Like, I don't know. Ice Spirit for this. He has to Fireball tower. He has to catch the Miner, though. He has to... Fireball on defense. Like, makes sense, honestly. And if that balloon didn't get that damage, he still had a choice. But I feel like he calculated that the balloon would have gotten a drop before the overtime timer. So Tyton played that so perfectly, honestly. Fireball cycle and perfect defense. But it's just such a tough matchup. Alright guys, don't want to end the recording on a loss, so we're going to get one final game of Tyton against this Korean player, but as I said, he did peak at number 55 in the entire world, with only 3.0, no Evos, no champions, and no other weird decks, or like switches. He's just so good and dedicated to this deck, so we do see Splashyard should be a very welcome change from all the other matchups, especially the one we just got, the minor balloon, and then also the Hog EQ, although Tyton says Hog EQ. I mean, he says it's like not too bad, like he says it's pretty bad if they have Mighty Miner, Evo, Firecracker, but otherwise it's not too bad, like that Hunter one, but I feel like he's just honestly just downplaying himself as well, because he is such a good player, like he makes stuff look like his matchup, honestly. Fireball in the Ice Wiz is smart, just a free Fireball on tower. One tip I'll always tell you guys against Splashyard is you won't break through just Xbows, you need tower damage with spells, because just Xbows will die to poison, barb barrel, whatever. So you just need to, like right here, poison, barb barrel will probably kill most of this Xbow right there. Ice Wiz as well, just to be safe, and can't do anything. Like that's just tower down, and the opponent got poison damage on tower, whereas Tyton got nothing. So it's just a bit of a tough matchup. He does get a log now. Okay, I don't know why I said it's a tough matchup. I'm a bit tired, as you guys can tell, probably, but it's a bit of a tough playstyle, I guess. Like playing this type of deck, you do have to, or this kind of matchup, you have to know exactly how to play it. You just spam Xbows all game, you very well could lose, because they have ways to defend, you know, just Tombstone as well, tanks so well for 3 elixir. So we'll see though. Knight comes down, Archer 2, NATO, and this is going to be a Baby Dragon that's still alive, like before it crosses the bridge, so Tesla does have to come down to snipe. Good Fireball and bad Tombstone. Tombstone should have been like anti-Fireball to the right, because now Tyton is up by 1 more Fireball. I wonder if we'll see a split archers, an Xbow. Okay, we see a split archers. I was going to guess, and he just did it, so... Because he can't fireball that Ice Wiz, obviously. Knight for this push, and then maybe a Tesla in the corner. Nope, in the middle-ish for this push. Xbow now, maybe predicting a graveyard. If he went for a graveyard, that would have been a great Xbow, because he couldn't have afforded to poison, and Tyton would have gotten away with a free archers on the graveyard. If Tyton did get poisoned on the graveyard, he would have gotten a huge lock, and probably won off the lock, because that's just how it kind of works. Tesla for this Baby D. And that's going to be still a nice sequence overall. You guys will see Tyton's Xbow timing is not just spamming, but usually, like, he tries to get it when they're going for a big push, which I like to do as well. Like, if they're about to go, like, Baby Dragon Graveyard, you go Xbow opposite. They're going to struggle to defend the Xbow, and you can go, like, Ice Spirit for the Baby Dragon, Archers for the Graveyard, you know, that kind of stuff. Knight to bridge block, Tesla to snipe the Baby Dragon first. This corner placement it does not snipe the Baby Dragon first, but it has been a placement I've learned from Tyton recently, and I've been trying to use it myself more as well. In this matchup at least. It doesn't support the Xbow as well, but it's a decent placement. Gonna have to see an Xbow on the left at some point. Yeah, we do, because he has to start pressuring and forcing out a poison. And he can't do that in the right lane, obviously, because his tower's weak. So if he just gets a free poison for his opponent there, that's not going to bode well for Tyton. Anyways, though, gonna be another Ice Spirit needed for this Baby Dragon, or Skeletons, and perfect kite, actually. Beautiful kite. And we're going into triple, almost, with Tyton down damage. Like, as I said, this is not... Okay, Fireball comes down. Honestly, guys, like, Splashyard Knight is close to an even matchup, maybe like 55-45 or 60-40 Xbow max, because they literally have a Knight. You can see Tyton's one of the best players in the world, and even he can't break through, like, good defense. And it's honestly just good defense, because you have Knight, Tombstone, Poison, Barb Barrel, like, you wouldn't really want any more. Archers come down, Poison as well. He's going to have to Fireball, I think. I feel like Tyton, you know, we know Tyton. He's probably going to Fireball cycle. So we might see defensive Xbow in a sec, and then a Fireball on tower or something. Yep, defensive Xbow makes sense. Anti-poison to his right side tower, so it's not going to get any poison value. Then he can go for the Archers for the Graveyard. Xbow should help out against the Graveyard too. Going to have to see a Tesla for that Baby D, though, and we do. And Tyton's actually still losing, but he can definitely get, like, a few Fireballs down. Maybe, like, 3 more. Okay, offense Xbow comes down beautiful, because he's going to bait stuff out, and he can just Fireball tower. I'd Fireball right now if I was Tyton, honestly. Yep, Fireball. And just to get the damage, and Poison was forced out. So now his opponent has to go for a Graveyard Poison to break through the Archers, and he's not back to Poison yet. So what does he have to do? He has to NATO, I guess, or just... Yeah, NATO. Not even a good play. And Fireball Log's going to come down, and that should be it. Like, Log as well on tower, just to make sure it does more than the... No, Log low. I guess Tyton calculated the numbers. Oh, no, Fireball. And it hits. Oh, my God. Tyton's that kind of guy, guys. He gets the Fireball down in the last 0.5 seconds of the match. I was like, okay... Honestly, if he didn't get the Fireball down, he would have won by 7 HP, but I was like, okay, he should log tower. But he actually knew, just log on defense, cycle, and then just, oh my god. Anyway, that's gonna put Tyton, guys, at 3342 in the world, or 3342 medals, nowhere near that low in the world. Number 71 in the world as an ending point for the recording. I have to get ready for my own push because it is season end, and we'll see how things go. But I'm probably done pushing actually, but maybe my other account or something. We'll see. But I love watching Tyton on last day too. Like, it's just so fun watching the best Xbow player, or one of them in the world, do what they do best as an Xbow player myself. And hopefully you guys learned a lot from this commentary and my analysis of his gameplay as well. This is, again, first video on my new channel, SK777, and I hope it does well. I want to just enjoy making content on here, and I've been kind of swamped with my upload schedule, so I think it's going to be nice. But let me know what you guys think about the video. Much appreciated any support. I'm already at like 140 subs in the first day, so I do appreciate all of you watching this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.